Now, the National Marijuana News.
You have found the country's first unbiased news program about medical and recreational marijuana.
Science, medicine, legal, business, lifestyle, entertainment. On today's show, autism and CBD activist Meiko Hester Perez with her son Joey. And former Bob Marley and the Wailers guitarist, vocalist, and current leader of Junior Marvin's Force One, Junior Marvin.
This is the National Marijuana News.
With your host, Bruce Kelly.
Welcome to the National Marijuana News, America's trusted source for cutting-edge information on medical and recreational marijuana. But first, here's the headlines with Jen Gentile.
Thank you, Bruce. The rest of the country may be looking more closely at legalizing marijuana for recreational use after seeing the tax figures for Colorado. Why? Because the state is expected to bring in $98 million in pot tax revenue this year. According to Moody's Investor Services, that number has passed the pre-legalization expectations by 40%. An analyst from the company said they anticipate more growth as the Colorado market matures and as legalization lessens the appeal of black market sales. That should help redistribute revenue from illegal traffickers to state coffers. Along with bringing in tax revenue, the legalization of marijuana for recreational use is expected to create savings in areas like reduced police workloads and a reduced amount of time spent in courtrooms over marijuana-related charges. Colorado was the first to start recreational sales, and Washington is going to start doing the same thing in June. For more information, please visit us on the web at thenationalmarijuananews.com. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has been a vocal opponent of marijuana legalization, and recently he came out and said he thinks Colorado's recreational pot law caused a quality of life that his state doesn't want. When he recently appeared on a New Jersey radio show, a caller asked about the benefits of decriminalizing marijuana. Christie didn't hold back and expressed his views on the legalization efforts taking place across the country.
I am not going to be the governor who is going to tell our children and our young adults that marijuana use is okay, because it's not. And it's now being medically proven by the Journal of Neurosciences that it's not even in casual, occasional use. So I don't care about the tax money that may come from it, and I don't care, quite frankly, that people think it's inevitable. It's not inevitable here. I'm not going to permit it, never, as long as I'm governor.
Currently, 21 states have legalized marijuana for medical use, including New Jersey, which started allowing medical pot in 2010. New Jersey voters are split about legalizing recreational pot use. According to a recent poll from Rutgers-Eagleton, 49% of state voters are in favor of legalization, while 48% are opposed. However, 65% of the New Jersey voters did say they'd like to see penalties for possession of small amounts of marijuana eliminated. To express your views on any of today's stories, give us a call at 800-549-0859. World-famous comedian, actress, and TV host Whoopi Goldberg recently started writing a column for The Cannabist, the Denver Post's marijuana-focused website. In her first column, titled My Vape Pen and I, A Love Story, Goldberg wrote about how she copes with her headache pain by using a vaporizer pen. The vape pen has changed my life. No, I'm not exaggerating, the 58-year-old actress wrote. And with each sip comes relief from pressure, pain, stress, discomfort. The idea for the column came after Cannabist editor Ricardo Baca appeared on Whoopi's show, The View. They struck up a conversation, and the rest is history. Baca explained that Goldberg's curiosity and desire to talk about the issues surrounding marijuana laws was thought-provoking. So they set up a column for her where she can provide a direct and personal perspective on the current state of marijuana use. To express your views on any of today's stories, please visit us on the web at facebook.com/The National Marijuana News. I'm Jen Gentile, and that's the National Marijuana News.
Coming up.
Autism and CBD activist Meiko Hester Perez with her son Joey. Here's Bruce Kelly with your National Marijuana News.
Meiko Hester Perez is becoming a household name in the medical marijuana world. Her son Joey has become a shining example of successfully treating autistic children with it, and he even has his own strain of the plant called Joey strain. Meiko is here on the National Marijuana News to talk about Joey, his struggles, and his incredible achievements, and the future of medical marijuana treatment. Hi, Meiko.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank
Good to have
you.
you here today. Hello, Joey. How are you, bud? Good to meet you. Had you ever heard of marijuana being a helpful drug before it was prescribed to Joey?
No, I actually come from a law enforcement religious family, and I'm in the legal industry. So this was, choosing cannabis was completely out of my character.
Where would Joey have been? What would he be without the medical marijuana treatment?
Joey probably would not be sitting here next to me, and I would probably not, be in a straitjacket. At the time in 2009, when Joey was diagnosed with anorexia and malnutrition second to his autism, his doctor and I both knew that if we did not act quickly, that Joey would not be able to be here for another 6 months. So once that we decided that we were going to do this, I wanted to do it in the best, the most appropriate way. We are a family. I have 2 other children. I am a citizen, and I have law enforcement in my family. So my decision to come forward, there was a lot more to just me coming forward.
No. Have you had parents tell you that what you're doing is wrong and that you're just getting Joey high?
Well, here's the deal. Until you've walked in our shoes, your opinions fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I can. Mama. Okay, Joey. I can be in a room full of politicians, and after that statement, there will be no more words.
Yes.
And that's the truth. Until you've walked in our shoes, until you've been in our home, until you've experienced the days of your child not sleeping, not eating, on the edge, running out of the home, you're in and out of the school setting because you have to implement an emergency plan at school and at home, and opinions don't matter.
Stay out of the way is what you're saying.
Exactly,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. To this day, there's still no autism expert. And to this day, there's still no child that is alike. So for that very reason, we as parents become the experts.
This is Meiko Hester Perez and her son Joey, and she is working very hard through her website, UF4A. UF4A, that's the number 4.org. How's Joey now, and how's he responding positively to the medical treatment?
He's doing very well. Joey recently has been in the hospital for the last 6 months. You would never know it.
Joey likes Cheetos.
Mom.
He just wants to hold the cup.
Okay. I'm with him.
He had spinal fusion surgery in October 2013, and we've had quite a few complications. So, now he's home, and it's watching my son, be in ICU to what you see today it's unbelievable. I go to the doctors now, and the doctor, is that Joey? Yeah, that's Joey. I believe cannabis has played such a larger role in his diagnosis.
Well, for lack of a better word, that's a miracle.
Yeah, and I used to say that too. I used to say it was a miracle, but I'm convinced it's just science.
Well, and it's all coming together at the exact perfect time for you and Joey and thousands of other children, parents, families, not only around the U.S., but as you said, around the world.
Around the world. I'm amazed every time I get an email from another country, and the story is exactly the same, whether it be from Iowa, Australia, or Michigan.
If you'd like to listen to the entire interview with Meiko Perez and her son Joey, it can be found on our website, thenationalmarijuananews.com.
You're watching The National Marijuana News.
Do you have a marijuana-related story in your area? Then call our tip line at 1-800-549-0859 and tell us your story. For more in-depth coverage, interviews, and breaking news, go to our website at thenationalmarijuananews.com.
You have found the country's first unbiased news program about medical and recreational marijuana. Next.
Former Bob Marley and the Wailers guitarist, vocalist, and current leader of Junior Marvin's Force One, Junior Marvin.